functions, the VLOOKUPs, the HLOOKUPs to handle the different calculations. And we are progressing on well. Unless there is a specific area you want me to discuss, but that's a hint on what we have so far.
And maybe also the database management system, what is including that topic?
Okay, he was talking about database management.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Okay, now here, database, yes, maybe you can talk about it as the topic.
Thank you, sir. When it comes to database, we also teach it at senior 3, which is year 9, that side. So we normally teach it at senior 3, where we look at the core objects, the core 4. We teach them core 4. How do they deal with tables? How do they deal with queries? How do they deal with forms and reports? Though we don't go beyond to integrate it with maybe advanced applications. For example, the applications we use to develop systems, we just give them a hint, an introduction on the relevance of the 4 objects. Talking about tables, talking about queries, talking about reports, and queries, reports, tables, and reports.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But I'm still I ask myself, your students, which age they have? How old are they, the students?
Okay, our student age ranges from 13, 14, 15.
Mm-hmm. But Stefan, you have also students 18, 20 years who wanted to teach or is...
Yes, we do have them 18, 19, but at advanced level of senior 5 and senior 6, those heading to the university. We have them, but at an advanced level.
I have only one student. His name is Arno. So I just want to make a small program, a small task for Arno that is interesting for him and for you. But I don't have a clue what the program will be. It has to be a small program, a small task. So I suggest that Arno cooperate with one of your students.
Okay, yes, yes, Mr. Jan. Now, what we can do, like you have said, is a small program because we are going to do a pilot study, and then we prepare for something. Now, maybe what we shall do, we shall work with a small group. We shall identify maybe children, depending on how big the class is. And then we shall have the student, your student, first observe a live lesson on how our teacher here conducts his lesson. Then after making an observation of the lesson, then the child, the student teacher, yours, will maybe make a small write-up on what he has learned, and maybe which areas he can copy from this side. And then we shall have him, we shall give him an opportunity to do maybe one online lesson. And then we start from there. Maybe I will share some links on how we have been doing it with the previous students, such that maybe he can learn something before as he prepares for one lesson. So he can prepare for one lesson because we want to keep it easy. I understand their semester is almost getting done, so they are very busy with a lot of activities. So having one lesson done can be sufficient enough such that he can be able to make a report.
Okay. And that one lesson, what is the age of the students?
Now, like you have said, you want, if we are to deal with the spreadsheet, then it means that we shall deal with children between the ages of 12 to 14.
Mm-hmm. And how do you see an online lesson with computers? The students are busy with computers, and how it's not easy, I think, to give an online lesson on spreadsheets. It's not easy, I think.
Now, when it comes to lesson delivery, we can have these children get individual laptops, and then we can connect via Zoom, and then we can have the teacher deliver. But maybe for the observation lesson, we shall stream live. We can have him come online like the way we have done, and then we can turn on the camera, and then he observes how we do it in a physical setting. But for him, when he's delivering, he will deliver it online. We shall have children come online, maybe about 10 or 15 children come online on their gadgets, have their cameras on, or any other feature that we may want them to have online, and then we have the lesson.
Mm-hmm. But Arno is not going cooperate with other students, aspirant students. I mean, with adults. Arno will not cooperate with adults from his age then, or.
I didn't pick your question very well. I didn't get the submission well.
Well, is
Yes.
Arno cooperating with some students then, or just one? Or he will observe a lesson, observation, and he will give an online lesson, but will he cooperate with other students? I think he preferred to cooperate and to distinguish the difference between teaching in Uganda and teaching in Belgium, and have a discussion with other aspirant students. I think that was his. He wanted to do something like that.
Okay, you wanted to make like an observation on how Uganda conducts the lessons, and then also we make observation on how Belgium does it.
Yes, but also to cooperate with some of your students.
Yes, that is exactly what we can have. We can have it. We shall come online when he's conducting maybe a lesson that side. We can make an observation and we learn from what the good practices you have. Because over time, we have been learning from the previous students we have had. So
You
we can observation.
You say we are learning, but you mean which people will
Yes.
listening to Arno?
I beg your pardon?
I don't specific who will cooperate with Arno? Who? Other students or?
Yeah, we can have, because we want to first keep it a bit simple and easy. So we can have maybe a group of about 10 to 15 children. And we first work with a small group. Then with time, we can scale it up depending on the demand, depending on the challenges. Because I know being the first time, it may be a bit challenging. So better we start with a small number, then we scale it up as time goes on. Then with the learning process, both the teacher and the students can learn from each other, because we want to make it in a competence-based approach, whereby the teacher is not just the commander of everything, but also the children have their submission. So we want to use that learner-centered approach. And maybe we apply the other pedagogies in the delivery.
I don't see it practical. So first he will do an observation. That's perfect. That's very good.
Yes.
And with that observation, he will talk with us or with other students. What will he do with that observation?
I think that is it. So we shall make both observations. He observes, but also we shall observe what takes place that side. Is it what you are saying?
Yes, but you will observe a lesson from him, eh?
Yes, exactly.
In Belgium, or the lesson that he going to teach online?
Any, but we would prefer us observing and maybe giving you feedback on one of the lessons he can deliver this side online.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe I will also talk to Gilbert to see it more practical, because I don't see the full picture now.
You don't? Okay, maybe what I'm going to do, allow me to share with you the recordings of the previous interactions we have been having. Because what we have been doing, the children or the student teachers from that side have been observing the lessons we have been carrying. Now, after carrying on the lessons, we come online again. Then we evaluate the lessons. We prepare together the lesson. We first allow them to prepare. Then we come, we harmonize. We tell them that now, according to our system, this is what we have been doing. We do this, and this. Then we harmonize the lesson. Then we invite them to deliver now that lesson. Now, during the delivery, they do on the assessments and other things. Then after, the children can be able to ask the questions either on online or through the chat, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was better that Arno was also now in the meeting. I don't know, because he doesn't know what he can expect, I think.
Okay, maybe what we can do now, we can arrange. Then he comes online. And then we discuss such that he can share with us his expectations as well as your expectation. I don't know whether you can make a write-up of your expectation and maybe a framework on how you expect your expectation, your learning outcomes, like what you want us to attain from this program. Then it will guide us on how we can prepare ourselves and what we can provide.
Okay. Okay, and first I can also have a call with Gilbert, and maybe then it will be more clear for me.
Yes, that one can also help.
Okay. So maybe we can arrange another meeting with Arno also. But first, I'm going to ask Gilbert her experience, because I don't see it right now.
Okay, maybe have an interaction with her, and then you share the feedback, and then we see how we can plan better.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Maybe after your interaction, inform the student, and then maybe you let us know when you are available, and then we can come back online and then have that interaction. So the number I sent to you, it is the one for Teacher Ratib. So you can keep engaging him. Such that we can have this program delivered as early as possible, because I know in March, the programs are going to get more fixed.
I have your number, Stefan, but I only have your number.
There is a number I shared recently.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
You have seen it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Okay, I will ask Gilbert, and then I will propose a moment to interact and to have a new meeting. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then
all right.
Also, your colleague, thank you very much. and then we will see how it goes further.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. For our next engagement, we shall use the same link.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, and
Okay, you too. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.